Hi, I want to start a series of videos on Internal Revenue Code Section 453 and saving you money, right? So Internal Revenue Code, that means the tax law, and we normally are not real happy with the tax law because they're taking our money from us. But Section 453 is one of those presents to us from the IRS of how to save taxes, how to defer them, and how to really build your wealth and help your family out. So this video is about Internal Revenue Code, Section 453. It deals with installment sales, and the key issue is that it's an alternative method to defer taxes when you're selling a business or you're selling real estate, investment real estate. It could be any highly appreciated asset, so I don't want to only exclude this down to real estate or businesses, but those are the two most common uses of an installment sale under 453. This is a great section. You can defer the tax for a long time, and of course, nobody wants to pay taxes whenever they don't have to. And there's two classes. There's a famous Supreme Court case that talks about the two classes of citizens, the informed and the uninformed, right? By listening to this video, you are part of the informed group of investors and business owners that are going to be able to take advantage of 453 to benefit yourself, your family, charities that you want to support, that kind of a thing. And you just really improve your financial picture overall. So 453 is a great section. It's there to help us defer taxes. You can do it for up to 30 years, right? So if you're used to doing 1031 exchanges as part of a real estate strategy, that's very common to be trading from one property to another. But now what do? So this is another way to defer taxes, but you do not have to do a 1031 exchange. And we'll talk about that more in detail in one of the next videos. But this is a deferral strategy for owners of businesses, owners of real estate, any highly appreciated asset that you're selling, and you don't want to pay the tax on it. So I'm going to rough out, some of the taxes here for you and give you just a simple example. If you got $1 million building and you got an adjusted basis of $200,000, you want to sell it, that's $800,000 of long-term capital gain, and just call it a rough state, local, state and federal capital gains plus the Affordable Care Act 3.8% added on top of that gets a lot of the states into the 25 to 28% tax bracket. So on that, let's just call it 25%. Let's call it 800,000 of gain. That'd be 200,000 of taxes that you're saving or you'd have to pay. If you use a 453 installment sale, you defer that gain for another 30 years, up to 30 years. So you've saved that $200,000 tax payment. It's huge. And you get to use that money in whatever way you want to. And so you've got this incredible opportunity to not only defer the tax, there are ways to realize all that cash at the beginning of the $1 million sale. Of course, you got transaction costs, end up being about 6.5%. So you really walk away, instead of $1 million, you walk away with $935,000 in cash. Use it for whatever you want. If you take that $935 and invest it over 30 years, can you imagine how much money you've saved, how much money you've made by that long-term investment? It's very incredible. It's going to multiply it at least 1 or 2 times, under the rule of 72, and you're going to have tons of money available at the end to pay that tax. You've really benefited your family, and there's lots of other benefits I'll talk about later, but this is a tax deferral strategy, Internal Revenue Code, giving us a nice benefit, a nice present that we're not used to, and it's an alternative for real estate investors to the 1031 exchange. So lots of neat things here, and we're going to talk about them in depth in a series of videos here. Enjoy Internal Revenue Code 453. It's here for your benefit. We'd love to help you with the transaction. Let us help design one for you, and we could do that quite readily. Thank you.